around the news. A rising star in Middle Village, Queens. A Catholic school Cub Scout wins a prestigious honor.
It's an award that less than 1% of Scouts nationwide are able to earn. But a student here at St. Margaret Catholic Academy in Middle Village has joined that group. I'm Katie Vasquez, and I'll have that story coming up on Currents News.
Thousands of miles down and thousands more to go. The pilgrims on their way to the Eucharistic Congress are more than halfway done with their journey. We catch up with them. Plus, hear the heavenly hymn that was written specifically for the National Eucharistic Revival. I'm Christine Persichetti. Currents News starts right now. Diocese of Brooklyn students go above and beyond, both in and out of the classroom. But one Queens student is setting the bar high, receiving the Boy Scouts Supernova Award. Less than 1% of Scouts nationwide achieve the honor. Currents News' Katie Vasquez has the story from Middle Village.
Julian has always shown an interest in science.
I would have like remote controls like half open. He's like, don't worry, I can fix it, and he does.
That tinkering with objects came in handy as a third grader from St. Margaret Catholic Academy decided to pursue an award with his Cub Scout troop. The Dr. Luis Alvarez Supernova Award is designed for Scouts to take a deeper dive into STEM learning.
And I made a chart of what I did each week and a bar graph about how many hours I spent doing it.
And was it a lot of work?
Yeah.
He earned the achievement after a lot of research and activities, which included indoor skydiving to learn about aerodynamics, a day camp for coding, and making a mini volcano to learn about geology.
A lot of times sleeping, yeah, because you need rest.
His mom, who is also the assistant Cub Master for the Scouts, estimates he put in 100 hours over 6 months.
I guess the equivalency would be, think about like a science class for the year, but like just a whole nother on his own time.
The list of requirements for the award is so daunting that few finish it.
Less than 1% of Scouts overall nationwide complete this award.
The 8-year-old plans to earn another Supernova Award once he crosses over to Boy Scouts. Until then, he will continue working on projects that challenge him.
And sometimes it like turns out good, and if it doesn't, then I have to figure out. It's like a puzzle.
His goal is to be an aerospace engineer when he gets older. In Middle Village, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
One of the things Julian did to get this award, he researched how people could live on Mars. A really smart kid there. They are more than halfway through their journey. Dozens of pilgrims are walking thousands of miles across the country to get to the National Eucharistic Congress in Indianapolis this July. We've been keeping up with them and have a pilgrim report from New Yorker Zoe Dongas about one of their latest stops, Steubenville, Ohio.
It was so beautiful just to see how everyone knew what was going on and who they were there for. And that they were there to honor Jesus and to give him the reverence he deserves. Everyone is just so joyful and ready to pour it all out for the Lord. During that procession, it was really beautiful. There was a band in a trailer, like a full drum set, I think, guitar, and they were all the way at the front of the procession and they were leading it. And then towards the back, they had speakers playing chant. And then all the faithful in the back were praying. And it was just so cool to see how we were all processing with Jesus and all bringing our own ways of sharing that joy and excitement. Yeah, it was really interesting just to see the different ways that people wanted to worship. It was beautiful.
Zoe is currently on the St. Elizabeth Ann Seton route, which is traveling from Connecticut to Indianapolis. Overall, there are 4 routes bringing pilgrims from 4 corners of the country to the Congress. They are traveling 6,500 miles and passing through 65 dioceses. Music is motivating many of those pilgrims on their journey, including this song that was written for the revival. This is one of the songs that will be playing at masses throughout the Congress. Let the Earth Acclaim Christ Jesus was the winning hymn of the Revival's music contest. And we are joined now by its composer, Kathleen Pluth of St. Thomas the Apostle Parish in Phoenix, Arizona. Hi, Kathleen.
Hello.
So, Kathleen, your hymn was chosen out of 185 entries. So tell us, how does it feel that your song won and that it will be such a huge part of the Congress?
Well, of course, I'm very pleased. It's a very exciting time in the life of the Church in the United States. And to be a part of it in this way is very special to me. And especially because it's a doctrinal hymn. It's very much about the teaching on the Eucharist. And so to have that chosen and to be recognized by the Conference of Catholic Bishops in that way is really special to me.
It really is wonderful. How do you hope your song moves people, the people that are going to hear it, they're going to sing it? You know, what do you hope for them?
Well, the Catholic life is a love story. And it can be almost hard to believe in love sometimes. And I hope that the wonder of the Eucharist, its value in our lives, and the hope that it gives us for heaven, which St. Paul says is going to be beyond anything we can even ask or imagine. I hope that people will believe in that more concretely, that it'll become even more the foundation of people's lives. I think that music has the power to kind of undercut the sort of the static that we hear around us sometimes, and to really, again, believe in that love.
I love it. You started in music at a pretty young age. How has that shaped your relationship with God?
Yes, I think in that way that music is especially valuable in promoting hope. And for me, I think that hope has been established and built up in me in part with the support of music.
Just tell me, what motivated you to write this song?
This event in the life of the Church, I wrote it especially for the Eucharistic Revival in hopes that, you know, it was a contest. It was a blind contest. And so there wasn't a chosen person, it was a chosen hymn, if that makes sense. And so I wanted to do a very careful job with it. And I spent some time with pen and paper, just thinking about it, writing, rewriting, and it's a very enjoyable process.
Wow, well, you're very talented. We love the song. Kathleen Pluth, thank you so much for being here, and congrats again.
Thank you for having me.
To learn more about all things related to the National Eucharistic Pilgrimage and Congress, just go to eucharisticrevival.org. That is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Before we go, we want to hear that winning hymn one more time and take a look at all the amazing images from the National Eucharistic Pilgrimage. Hope to see you again next time.